Hey guys, how are you doing? Late? No, you're not like by 1 minute. How are you doing, Ali? How are you doing, Mirak? Thanks for joining. So yeah, today like we have some news about like Imaginarium City, about future Stygian onslaught. So yeah, Imaginarium City, by the way, they will just like they will change the Imaginarium City a little bit. They will add some new stages. Also, that Gamescom 2025. So most likely you saw that teaser. Actually, it was cool, not gonna lie. But yeah, and also chasca weapon. Yeah, chasca weapon. I recently switched my chasca like to Vivi set, but yeah, that weapon is like at R5 is better than this one. In terms of damage, yeah, that weapon is good. I recently just changed, like yeah, you mean like this one? This weapon is good for chasca because it gives attack, you use obsidian codex, you get enough crit rate, and also like yeah, if you see that, so yeah, it's like when using aim, that weapon, you can say that that weapon is a 4-star signature weapon for chasca. So yeah, it's actually good. And also it fits chasca pretty well, you know, if you ask me. So yeah. It looks like a 5-star weapon, but not like, you know, like a little bit. So yeah, it's good. So if you ask me, I would suggest you to use, because like let's say like that, if you compare with any other 4-star options, not like none any other 4-star options or is even close to that weapon. Just keep that in mind. So it's the best one. Within 4-star weapons, it's the best one. So yeah, like about Imaginarium City, guys, it's going to be like, you know, they will add like more characters. So yeah, now you need about like 32, like 28, 22 characters. That's crazy, actually. Next one is going to be Geo, Hydro, and Electro, which is actually crazy. You know why? Because like yeah, we don't have so many characters, unfortunately. So yeah, I definitely know that many players will struggle a lot, you know, and me as well. It looks so good. Yeah, that's true. Now she's dealing 80k from 40k. Yeah, like Ali, if you ask me, that weapon is actually great. It's best 4-star weapon for chasca at the moment. None we don't have any other weapon which can be better than this 4-star. That weapon is just made for chasca, because if you read that passives, it says that, so yeah, decreases like what it does, decreases gliding stamina consumption. So yeah, by 15% for this character, which is good. When using aimed shot, which is actually always when you do that like charge attacks, damage dealt by charge attacks is increased by 7.5. It's in this case like yeah, if just a second, it depends on refinement. So yeah, like yeah, for refinement 1 it's like 4.5%, right? Something like that. So yeah, or like 5%. No, it's 5%. So yeah. So yeah, like it's this weapon is actually cool. She benefits from attack, by the way, a lot. I mean, chasca, she benefits from attack. Since like you use like you know why? Like every character in the game, like especially when it's like DPS character, it's like yeah, when it's not about like vape, like even vape, like and like yeah, you can like if it gets like more attack, it's actually cool. It's not bad, you know, especially for chasca. Because Chasca is a character who, like, yeah, she can use Bennett, but you know, like, since you're flying, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to be within that Bennett's circle, you know? So because of that, like, additional attack is actually cool. Can this focus on fleens more than Alama? Yes, of course it can, no problem, like, Mirak. I'm number 1 fleens. Yeah, no problem. By the way, Vortex, can you check the stream? It's cutting for me. I mean, like, you mean like my ping is okay and connection looks like pretty good. So yeah, I just like, maybe you need to just refresh your browser. And yeah, of course we can, like, it's not a big, like, it was just a thumbnail, you know, like Lauma, but yeah, we can talk about flints, no problem. About flints, by the way, guys, you know what? They nerf flints a little bit, just a little bit, but yeah, that was a huge nerf. Even though Flints is nerfed, he's still like pretty good DPS character. When it comes to Inefa, like, does he need Inefa? Does he need that weapon? Yes. Unfortunately, he, like, yeah, no, but you know what, like, lunar, not-cry characters is going to be dependent on each other. That's key of lunar related damage because of nascent and ascendance passives, you know. Also we have you know, like that stuff which is like well, at least, like, I'm guaranteed to get flints. Oh, for flints, yeah, no, at lost like 50 on kinich. Codex is Constellation 4 Tignari good? I mean, you know, like, what about, like, standard characters? Tignari in generally is actually a good DPS character, not gonna lie. When you get some constellations, yeah, it's even better, because at the moment, if you ask me, Tignari is the most powerful standard character in the game. Just a second, let me read that constellation. It's like his burst. When his burst is unleashed, all Nero Pyro member gets 4 real, 16 for 8 seconds. If the triggers a burning bloom, metal mastery will be further increased by 60. Actually, it's great constellation, you know. It's not bad, especially when you use someone who just can be off-fielder and I can, like, trigger this reaction. It's actually good because you get like 120 EM for 8 seconds. Like, it's like, looks like it's not so like a long period, but it's okay, you know. It's not a bad, like, pretty good supportive, like, but the problem is all nearby party members, so yeah, it's not for him. Again, it's good supportive constellation. When it comes to, I will pull Llama for my new bullet and Tignari. About, like, new bullet and Tignari, I don't know how Llama is going to be useful. You know what's the problem with Llama? I don't think Lauma is going to be useful with Tignari. Why? Because Tignari is mostly like, yeah, he is not a hyper bloom character. You know, Tignari is mostly like spread character. He is DPS. But Lauma is like lunar bloom. Lunar bloom, like, you can use Lauma with Nahida, definitely. You maybe can use with Neolet, yes, it's also possible, but when it comes to Tignari, I don't think it's a good option. You know, just keep that in mind. Even like Yao Yao is better than Tignari in that case, just keep that in mind. Lauma is good because Lauma, at the moment, Lauma is the only one who can be used without second not cry character. As you know, like, when you have like one not cry character on team, you get nascent, and the second one is ascendant, like it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of buff for not cry characters. You need at least 2 to activate both of them, and they are different. I mean, it's different from character to character. You can get different buffs, you can get crit rate. In case of Lauma, yes, it's different. In case of, for example, Flints, it's completely different. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's not like in Natlan, when you have 3 characters you get the same stuff. It's not like that completely, like, it's a little bit complicated, but the point is you get some buffs. Oh yeah, like, you can, why not? I mean, like, if you want to try, like, with Tignari, you can do that, but keep that in mind. You know why? Because Lauma mostly plays like out of like her hold skill. She is good like within, like, for example, like, you can use with Nahida, that is true. Like, you can use like a second, like, if you want to use like second second Natlan, most likely it would be Aino, at least for now, because we don't have any other. Maybe Columbina will buff Lauma as well, but that's, yeah, when they release Columbina. Columbina is going to be Hydro Catalyst, as you know, guys. And according to the leaks and data, she is going to be extremely powerful. She is going to be better than Mavuika in terms of damage. Like slightly, you know, like actually better. Like damage will be increased by a lot. On top of that, Lauma looks cool, not gonna lie. I personally, let's say, didn't like her so much because you know why? She is kind of specific character. Even though she adds that crit trait, I don't know, like you will see. Anyway, we will do some test play, you know, before pulling I would suggest you to do test play. Well, like mavuika need xilonen or citlali and skirk need new wallet need Furina. Does that mean that they will bat without a 5-star support? You know, it's not like that. Mirak, it's not like completely that. You know why? Let's say for mavuika, you don't need like 5-star supportive character. You actually can go like with Shinchu, you can go with Rosa, you can do like pretty good damage. You can use Diona, you know, you don't need xilonen exactly. You can use Bennett if you don't have xilonen, you know. You can use iansan, you can use ororon. So yeah, she has some like options. Yeah, when it comes to fighting spirits, that is true, xilonen is the best one. But still, ororon is not bad. You can get xilonen to do some burst fighting spirit even with the iansan, you know, it's possible. Yeah, xilonen is just like the most easiest character for mavuika. On top of that, she can use Cinder City and also like Rash Shredding, which is true. When it comes to new wallet, yes, I agree with that. New wallet needs that Furina. Without Furina, new wallet, like, you cannot build the best team. When it comes to Flints, it's kind of the same, yes, but you know, like, it's more than the same because you need at least like 2 characters. Flints needs some energy. Inefa is a pretty good battery. So like Inefa is the best supportive character. Let's say like Flints is kind of like Ayaka with Shenhe, you know, something like that. You can say that. But again, if you want to go for Flints, why not go for Flints? He's still like pretty good, even without Inefa and without his signature. You can use craftable one, which is actually not bad. If you use second Notcry character, his damage will be increased a bit. Also, you can use Aino if you can get her Constellation 6. If it's like, yeah, if you will be lucky enough. She can increase, like with Constellation 6, she can increase lunar damage by 35%. Also, her Constellation 1 can give you additional 60 elemental mastery, if I'm not mistaken, for 15 or 20 seconds, something like that. Or 80 elemental mastery. So yeah. So yeah, in general, she is pretty good supportive because Flints is going to be like lunar charge, you know. Damage wise, yeah, like his skill a little bit like kind of weird in my opinion, you know. He doesn't have second charge and you can do the damage that you know, extended like, yeah, increased damage like every 6 seconds. So yeah. Aino for free, that is true, but you know what, like we need a couple of constellations, so Flint can work with Aino until Columbina comes. Yeah, by the way, that's true. Columbina might be sub-DPS and some similar to Mavuika. I heard like she will be DPS and some. About that, I don't know, to be honest, like about Columbina, I don't know. Like I heard that she is going to be sub-DPS, DPS and some debuffers, that is true, but it's still like questionable, you know why? Because if she's going to be better than Mavuika, then like mostly, yes, maybe, like let's say like, yeah, she's going to be released in 6.3 or 6.2. So yeah, we need to wait. So yeah, it's better to wait because it's a little bit early to say something. Yeah, you know, like the only thing we know at the moment, it's like she will defeat Renova. So yeah, like because like only because of that, like it's in like within lore. Like she is going to be like extremely like, yeah, maybe like I hope she's going to be powerful at least, you know, we need some. By the way, you know what, I was about to go for Mualani, to be honest, but today I just decided, you know what, why I need to go for Mualani when we will get Columbina in couple patches. And you know why is that? It's because mostly because of that Stygian onslaught, because I'm pretty close to clear it, but yeah, I need something. So I will talk about that. So yeah, so I'm planning to get fleens and save pools for the first for Columbina. Yeah, about that, like, would be nice. Actually, I'm planning to. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? I'm so just noticed that. doing well. My pulls don't get well. I lost 50-50 to Chichi, even so I want Chasca later. I use everything I saw. Oh my, I mean, why you... Like, Lucas, like, I know Chasca, you know what's Chasca, I like Chasca, you know why? Because I like exploration, that's why. I use Chasca, like, because, like, I like her. So when it comes to damage, like, her damage is actually, like, you know, like, kinda like, you know, meh, not so good. Yes, in Stygian Onslaught, actually, you can use her. Her constellation is actually great, not gonna lie, like, oh, first 3 constellations, just insanely great. And actually, where if you get those constellations, she can be extremely great DPS character. Also, she can use Vivi set. At the moment I switch it to her to Vivi set. Like, yeah, but anyway, like, yeah, like, I would suggest you to wait a little bit. You know why? Because if I'm not mistaken, you want to go for Lauma. If so, then go for Lauma. Lauma is going to be a pretty powerful character. Especially if you have Milo. You know? If that's the case, then I will just like pull Yelan and save for Colombina. About Yelan and Kalak, you know what? If I'm not mistaken, Yelan is going to be... By the way, yes, Yelan and Nahida, as you know, guys, 6.0, like within 6.0, we will get like Flints, first half, alongside Yelan, if I'm not mistaken, and Nahida and Lauma on the second halves. So something like that. Go for Yelan. I wouldn't suggest you to go for Yelan at all. It's completely up to you. Do we have any other like bow character? Like Hydro Bow? No, we don't have any, unfortunately. It's up to you. You know why? Like sometimes like Yelan might be useful against Drake. So yeah, like back then she was extremely useful when it comes to look, but again, like we have both characters and we can use Fischl. Fischl is actually crazy. It's up to you. I don't know what to say about Yelan. You know why? I mean, like as I mentioned like earlier, a couple days ago, I wanted to go for Mualani, and I'm actually like now so happy that I didn't, that because you know why? I mean, she's crazy character, she's insanely crazy DPS, but definitely Colombina will be better. Mualani is on fielder, yes, she's a catalyst, but again, like she's on fielder mostly, you know. Her mechanic is kinda a little bit weird, even though she's powerful as hell, not gonna lie, especially within this Stygian Onslaught. She's just like MVP, you know, like yeah, she's just like really extremely useful, and she can, if I'm not mistaken, like when in 5.7 Stygian Onslaught, she was actually like pretty good against all of the bosses. Within this one, she good against... I saw the run against Cactus and again Turtle. And also, actually, she can be used against Papili as well, because she's Natlan. That's the case, so yeah. Flynn's Premium is with Inefa and Aino and Sucrose for now free-to-play option with iansan instead of... About that iansan, you know, like about iansan, I don't know, but yes, maybe you can use iansan. About Sucrose, yes. Inefa, Shinchu, at the moment, like the... Let's say like that, the best team for Flint is going to be Flynn's, Inefa, Shinchu, Sucrose, or Flynn's, Inefa, Aino, Sucrose. That is true. But you know what? In that case, if you don't have high constellation for Aino, at least constellation 1, it's better. It's maybe better to use Shinchu instead of Aino. You know, just keep that in mind, because Shinchu might be better. If you have Constellation 1, then yes, maybe switch, because AD Elemental Mastery might be helpful for Flints. And why is that? Because you already have 2 Notcry characters, like by having Inefa and Flints, you know, you don't need third character to activate anything else. So you can use whatever you want, just keep that in mind. Well, just to make you feel better, Lucas. Sorry about that, but yeah, you know, like it happens, it's a gacha games, guys, you know that. So yeah, having like, let's say losing 50-50, it's like, yeah, yeah, you can do nothing about that. And you remember my pulling like within my pulling in Wuthering Waves, so yeah, it's always Calcharo. That's crazy actually. Well, like lore-wise, like Nahida said that like top 3 Fatui rivals, Archon, so it's possible that Columbina would be mavuika level of power. Yes, maybe. You know what? About like top 3, I don't know, like Arlecchino is still pretty good. She is a force. Columbina is third one. About Datori, if I'm not mistaken, according to the lore, we're not going to get Datori, because like Wanderer will defeat Datori. But it's still questionable. I heard somewhere, so yeah, Wanderer is going to like to defeat Datori, so yeah. Maybe he's not going to be playable. We also have Capitano, don't forget about that. So yeah, maybe we will get Capitano. And yes, like, let's say like that. Like, Columbine is going to be the Archon of Notcry because she will get her own statue, you know? That's crazy. It's the first time we will get the statue not from Archons. As you know, like, all of the statues at the moment within Teyvat, it's like about like, yes, Venti statue, right? It's like Zhongli within Liu Harbor. It's like, yeah, Nahida within like Shumiru, like something Sumeru. So yeah, like Furina. And yeah, like, but within Notcry, we're going to get statue for Columbine, which is actually interesting. You have signature. Hydro, what? I know that we like, oh, we have signature. We have Hydro Bow. We have signature Hydro Bow. What? Oh, maybe. To be honest, Mualani needs flexibility, and until now there is no good team for her rotation. Sadly, which gives like buff and don't mess. I mean, you know what? Actually, it's not like that. Maybe yes. It depends on your, let's say, it depends on how much time you spend to sharp your skills. You know, if you ask me, because let's say like that. If you can get used to her moves, you actually can do pretty well. Because like recently I saw a couple Stygian onslaught runs with like Mualani with Widziv and Mualani with a 3-star weapon which is TDDS on diary mode. That is crazy actually, you know? So yeah. Let's say like she's still pretty good. Yes, when it comes to Pyro, that is true, like she doesn't have pretty good Pyro. Shenling's burst is okay, but the problem with Shenling burst, you need a ton of energy for that. That's huge amount of energy. So yeah, if you can give Shenling about 300 energy recharge, actually it's possible. And like yeah, in that case you actually can do something. That is true. You can use like literally, yeah, she also has Goba, don't forget about that. You can use Traveler. Traveler is not bad because Traveler can also use Cinder City, you know, on top of that. So yeah, like we have some options, but yeah, like I don't have Mualani to say it like, you know, to do more, let's say, like yeah, I haven't done any test with Mualani and other characters, so yeah, what can I say? But yeah, according to all of the, you know, like Reddits, etc., something like that. So yeah, Mualani doesn't have a good Pyro at the moment. Hey Desta, how are you doing? There's a team like which is Mualani, Furina, Scofier and Citlali, but like I don't think anyone tried like OP team like
if my
what? Which one?
Calculations are correct.
Citlali, Scofier, Mualani. Mualani, Scofier, you know why is that? I mean, if you ask me, Mualani is mostly played like in reverse wave, but not in freeze team. You still can use it, but it's up to you. What can I say? Stygian. Oh yeah, Stygian. Yeah, that is true. Well, I have like 1 year with Mualani, and I still have issues. So yeah, that is true. Like she's difficult. What news we got today? About the news, it's about like mostly Desta. It's about like you know, about Imaginarum City. Or like next Imaginarum City will be in the like in old format, I would say. You know, the same we have at the moment. But 6.0 stage like Imaginary IT is going to be like pretty difficult. They will add 2 new stages. And also, instead of like 26 characters we need to use at the moment, we need to use we need to have up 32 characters. That is crazy. So yeah, we also have elements. Let me check that visionary mode needs. About that Mirak, yes, like it's a little bit difficult to get used to mualani, not gonna lie. But yeah, when you get used to her, yeah. At the moment we need like 2226. 6.0 IT is going to be about 2832. That is crazy, you know, like even like with this visionary mode, I know that many players struggling because like, yeah, it's kind of like difficult to get like 26 level 70 characters, especially when you are a new player. But just imagine 32, it's crazy actually. And yeah, we have like, yeah, they also will add some like additional stuff, by the way, like, yeah, as you know, like, yeah, first time. Yeah, at the moment we have like debut performance gift. They will add like couple more stages. You can grab more primogems. And also like that new one is going to be like 11 and 12 or something like that. So yeah, you can get like more primogems, like 150, 150, something like that. Or like, oh no, it's not like that. It's going to 100 and 100. So yeah. Anyway, it's additional stuff. Also, like Stellars will give like more. You can get additional dust of alignment. It's according to leaks. Oh no, it's elixirs. So yeah, it's elixirs. Actually, it's completely useless. It's not dust. Dust is way more better. But again, it's something. But you need 32 characters, which is crazy actually, if you ask me. Because next Imaginarium City is going to be Geo, Hydro, and Electro. You know, I don't know why Electro and Hydro, because we are going to get Lauma and Flints. But yeah. By the way, did you... that the voice actor of Flints JP is same? Like, yeah, I know that. Satoru Gojo, yes, like Mirak, I know that. That's crazy actually. He's like the same voice actor with Satoru Gojo, yeah. Reason to get Flints, yeah, that is true. Actually, yeah, Satoru Gojo is crazy, not gonna lie. He's like, yeah, I like that anime, to be honest. So yeah, let's check the characters we have. Let me, like, for me, it's actually going to be pretty difficult. It's going to be Electro, it's going to be Hydro and Geo. I don't have enough. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 5, 13, plus another 5, 18, right? Plus 4, 22. But don't forget about like the special guests, don't forget about like the characters like they give us, and don't forget about Traveler. You can use Traveler as well. So yeah, maybe I can get 28, 29, something like that, but maybe I will need to level up some of the characters. Maybe I will do that, you know why? Because I have Constellation 6 Beidou, which I can level up to level 70, I would say, and maybe Candice. So we'll see. Anyway, like, it's going to be super greedy. And by the way, guys, like, I made a video recently, you know, like during like Gamescom, hoyoverse released like 30 Primogems redemption code, which was a not cry. I don't know, have you heard about it? Anyway, it has like you know, like a cap, usage cap, which is actually super bad, you know. Just imagine. It's also like, yeah, I unfortunately I couldn't use it, so yeah, I just like missed that code. But anyway, that's crazy actually. How, my god, that's terrible. Alright, so yeah, about like Stygian, about Stygian, by the way, let me do a couple runs. What I did, by the way, let me show you my mavuika first, if you don't mind. So yeah, I recently like made my mavuika, like, for me, she has the best attack, what I could get, and also pretty good amount of crit rate and crit damage. It's for like my Stygian run, because at the moment, like, yeah, I can clear only like that cactus, because like, yeah, my team is actually pretty good. I did some improvement actually, you know, within like, which with fearless mode, a little bit. It's like 81, it was 92, so yeah, I just like buy changing, like by giving mavuika more power, I actually like, yeah, was able to like clear it pretty fast. And also, yeah, this one like, yeah, like was within diary mode, I can clear only this one. When it comes to like this one, I assume that if I can get, if I had like Citlali's weapon or a Scoffier's weapon, would be way easy to clear it, at least like within 120. And this one, as you know, like, yeah, I don't have cancellation, but again, let's try it a couple times at least, if you don't mind. Also, guys, we have news about like future Stygian onslaught. It's going to be, you know why? First boss is okay, but second and third one, like, it focused on flints and lauma. And most likely it's going to be like kinda mixed of lunar charge and lunar bloom damage. So yeah, like if you want to clear diary mode, most likely you need those characters. Just keep that in mind. Within fair, like at least like at least lauma. When it comes to Fearless mode, yeah, you can clear without any Notcry characters. But again, at 6.0, we will get a special program, by the way. It's going to be next week on Friday. So yeah, we will get some like juicy news, I would say. Like maybe we will get something special, you know, maybe future characters, etc. Because they already like showed us like the future characters, which is Elise, Nicole, like yeah, Durin, you know, Varka. So yeah, that's crazy. But again, maybe some more teaser or something like that you want to get. What's your future must pull? My must pull characters for me. Let's say like that. Columbina definitely. I will try to get her weapon with Columbina and weapon. When it comes to like, I personally didn't like, even though I have very Inefa, I didn't like Flint so much, to be honest. You know, he's not bad, but you know, his mechanic is kind of weird. You know why? You can use like, he has like 10 seconds, within 10 seconds you can use 2 enhance attacks, and that ability has a 16 seconds cooldown. So yeah, let's say like that, you can do like as a free to play, you can do 200k lunar damage a couple times within 10 seconds. When it comes to Lauma, I don't have like, you know, like you need specific characters for Lauma, unfortunately. If you like, Nahida is okay, but again, like Nilo is actually like extremely great, I would say, for her. It's still question, but yeah, as I know, like the best team is going to be with Nilo, Nahida, like Lauma, you know. It's another reason to skip Lauma and Flints, you know, for me. I want to go like, oh, let's say like, yeah, let's go back to the question. Must have, I would say maybe Durin, because I heard Durin is going to be broken as hell. It's going to be Columbina, definitely, with her weapon. After that, I want to get Elise and Nicole. The problem with Elise and Nicole, if I'm not mistaken, as I heard, Elise and Nicole is going to be the same as Inefa and Flints, you know. They will just kind of like depends on each other, you know. Not depends, but yeah, like let's say like that. The team with Elise and Nicole will be way better than like when you have only one Nicole or one Elise. So yeah, the problem is all of the characters I told you, which is like only one of them is Notcry, which is Columbina. But you need to go for like Notcry characters. Luckily, I have Electro at the moment. I'm not so hyped about Lauma, because we're going to get Nefer, another one, which is, I don't know what like she's going to, how she's going to be. Maybe good, maybe bad. She's going to be a 5-star. By the way, we will get another 4-star Dendro character, just keep that in mind, which is going to be a Notcry character. So yeah, her name is, I forgot the name, but yeah, the point is like, you can maybe use some like Lunar Bloom anyway without Lauma, but Lauma is going to be crazy as hell in terms of damage. And by the way, her DPS is better than Flint's DPS. Niluri round will be at 6. Yeah, most likely yes. His mechanic is similar to what it's, unfortunately it's not like Varesa. You know why? Varesa in case of mechanic is extremely flexible. Extremely flexible and extremely powerful. You know, because she has double charge. She doesn't need like so much energy. On top of that, she doesn't like has like energy cost. Even though like her like special burst costs 30, you actually can go only one Varesa without any second electro, and you actually will be alright. You can use her special burst anyway. You know, when it comes to flints, it might be a little bit difficult. You know why? Because yeah, he needs like another Notcry character to be pretty good at first place. Like it, like I don't. I'm not talking about in EFA. I just talking like second Notcry character. You know. On top of that, he needs some energy. So like yes, you can go Aino for example, right? Which is going to be second Notcry. You can go. For example, iansan. The problem with flints, he is not moving so often, and like you know, like in iansan has a. It's not a problem. It's like how she works. You need a character who moves pretty good. He doesn't move so much, so because of that, you actually cannot keep that buff pretty consistent. So iansan is not going to be so great for him. Yes. In terms of energy, she might be okay with Favonius weapon, but when it comes to buff, I don't know. It's actually like, yeah, it's so questionable, you know, because even Arlecchino, who moves more often, it's still like not so. Iansan is still not so consistent for Arlecchino. I'm talking about Constellation 2 Iansan. When you have Constellation 4 and higher, actually it might be okay. So yeah. Now, I regret pulling Varesa and her signature, to be honest. For real, I really wish I skip her. I mean, let's say like that. I definitely know that your Varesa with signature, if you build her, she will be better than Constellation 0 RZ, like without signature flints. Believe me or not. Varesa is extremely great character. She is a plunger, and because of that, she is good against shields. Like, not all of the shield, but some of the shields. You can also use her, like, when it comes to dodging, you know, attacks, etc., something like that. She's not a bad character, believe me or not. Varesa is actually cool. And by the way, let's say like that, if you want to, you actually maybe can use Varesa with the answer, like, with an EFA, you know, to do some, like, yeah. Because Inefa can hold TOM, which is actually cool. You know, Iansan can hold Cinder City, which is also cool. But again, like, it's still questionable if you ask me, like, if Iansan is going to be good for flints. Like, yeah, again, I'm talking about Constellation 2 because I don't have higher Constellation Iansan. But yeah, with Constellation 4, maybe, like, yeah, she might be, like, useful. But again, you need constellations. When it comes to Varesa, like, yeah, no need to be regret about Varesa. Varesa is actually pretty good. Believe me or not, she is doing pretty good damage. I do 20k with, like, Varesa. For real. 200k. 200k with Varesa, like, 200 is like 60 ratio. It's great. You know why? Because if you adjust her crit rate, crit damage, you can do way better. Because with my build, I actually do pretty, like, let's say it depends on the buffs, but I do about like 220 to 50. It depends with my build. I don't want to say my build is broken as hell, but it's still pretty good. I use her signature, and I use 5-star weapon if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, this weapon. So yeah, with my build, like, I do about, like, yeah, the same damage. But again, like, if you adjust something with her signature, you can do way better. Sometimes she goes, like, in random. Hey Yoni, how are you doing? In random. Oh yeah, away from the enemies, and sometimes, like, yeah, gets stuck on a big boss. That is true. Like, actually, yes, that's the only problem. She has collisions. When she's jumping, that is true. Sometimes she has collisions. But you know what? Let's say like that. By the way, Wuthering Waves, Chacona has the same problem. you know, because she's jumping, and that's super annoying. With Chacon is super annoying. With Varesa is not so annoying. But yeah, I feel you. I know like she has something like that. Yeah, she has some like mechanic. It's not a problem. It's kind of like the way how game works, you know. What that's a problem. It's like, let's say like it's a fundamental game problem, like yeah, engine problem. Vortex, are you pulling full in slow-mo? About that, Yoni, I don't know. To be honest, I didn't like Flint so much. Let's say like that. When it comes to personality, when it comes to Japanese voice actor, it's crazy. Because Japanese voice actor is Satoru Gojo. It's actually, he's crazy. Yeah, I like that anime a lot. But when it comes to damage and I would say, and usability, I would say he's not so like, you know, versatile if you ask me. Yes, he has damage, not gonna lie. In my opinion, Varesa is better, but the problem is Varesa is not the character who can like play in electrocharge. That's a problem. But we'll see. I don't think I will go for him. When it comes to Lauma though, you know, like I don't have some key characters to build like best Lauma, to get like best Lauma team, which is Nilo, one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Like according to the like calcs, yeah, like Lauma, Nilo, Nahida, and yeah, maybe another Hydro, or like most likely yes, Hydro, because like Lauma is Dendro. So yeah, maybe I will skip boss. We'll see. Aran, who is like Iansan and Shanling and Chevreuse. But my answer constellation 0. Oh yeah, by the way, you know what? Most likely, like in that case, like Mirak, maybe you use Iansan not correctly. Because you need to use her skill, then do some normal attack, and after that use burst. Just keep that in mind. When Iansan at constellation 0, to like, you need to do like that combo. I mean that attack. You need to do like her skill, then you need to do some normal attack, and after that you need to use burst. You cannot use skill and burst, which like yeah, just keep that in mind. Maybe like because of that, just try it, because and by the way, like getting constellations for 4-star is way more easy than constellation for a 5-star. Because of that, like I would suggest you maybe just get used to, and you don't play the game so much. Come on, Mirak, you know, like your Varesa is good, you know, not gonna lie, with signature especially, because you know why? Is actually extremely broken. I mean, Varesa's signature is extremely great. It's around 3 million. What's oh, okay. Level 80 Chevreuse and level 70 Iansan. So yeah, I think like I'm missing like, oh my god, like yeah, you maybe miss more than that. You know why? Because like yeah, you need like, oh, like because most likely your Chevreuse is like, Chevreuse needs 40k HP to gives you the max possible buff. Just keep that in mind. She scales on HP. When it comes to Iansan, Iansan needs 2.6 attack at constellation 0 up to constellation 5. After constellation 5 you need 3k attack, so yeah, something like that. Yes, at constellation 5. What looks like, I already told you like this, but like one of her best teams for you, you don't have Newlet, Inefa, Lauma, Furina. What? Furina? Like Yoni, like you know what's the problem is, like Furina is not a great, it's around 3 million. But like Furina, you know what's the problem is, like Furina, why you use Furina? Like I didn't get that. Like Furina, like for not cry characters, most likely I mentioned that, but again, let me mention that again. Like for not cry characters, damage bonus is completely useless. Because not-cry characters cannot benefit from damage. They cannot benefit from Cinder City, they cannot benefit from Furina, they cannot benefit from Yelan, they cannot benefit from any character who gives you some damage, you know? So yeah, they benefit from attack, they benefit from elemental mastery, they can benefit from crit rate, crit damage, but not damage bonus. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, like using Furina, Cinder City, Yelan with Flints, for example, with with that's why, you know, like that's why people mostly use Shinchu with Inefa but not Yelan, because Yelan is like Shinchu's application is faster than Yelan's application. Also, like he's like melee character pretty good in that case, you know. He has pretty good skill. It's not like you can mark the enemies. Oh yeah, maybe. Like I still, you know, like let's say like that. Yeah, even though I have the best team, I would say, you know, like another problem. If you use second, hey Shinora, how are you doing? If you use second Notecry character, actually, if I'm not mistaken, as I heard, using only one Notecry characters now it's better for for Laumas than two Notecry characters. But again, we'll see. Like, you know what? Why? Another reason why I don't want to go for Lauma. I actually like, even though you know, like Hyper Bloom is great, Lunar Bloom is also pretty good. But I don't know. I kinda now skeptical about that, because you know why? It's a limited damage anyway. Like when we will get the enemies with the more higher HP like limit, you know, like using Lauma is going to be like kinda like, yeah, she is not going to be so useful in the future. That's a problem, you know. That's why I went in, like to I wished for Inefa, because she's supportive character, and no matter what, even though her damages might be low, like she can actually support. She can use TOM, by the way, pretty like consistently, which is actually great, because TOM activates every 3 seconds. Birgitta attacks every 2 seconds, like, yeah. On top of that, she has 100% uptime, which is cool. So yeah, like because of that, I kinda skeptical about Notecry characters, but we'll see. The damage difference between Natlan and Notecry is not so high. Yeah, Notecry will give you more damage, that is true, but not so high. But yeah, I will see. Like, thank you very much, Giovanni, for that. But yeah, we'll see. Like about Lauma, maybe. Like I definitely, most likely, I will skip Flints. I don't want to talk in advance. You know why? Because you never know. I was about to skip Inefa as well, but as you see, like I got Inefa, and actually she's great when it comes to like overworld, for me especially, because I like exploration. But it's, if you ask me, go for Inefa or not, yeah, it's a little bit late already, but still, like it's like on rerun, it's up to you. So yeah, I think I will skip like Flints then and wait for Colombina, and I will see if she is good support for him, and then I will actually get Inefa and Flints in the region. Actually, it's not a bad idea, Mirak, if you ask me. You know why? Let's say like that. Like, I would suggest you to do what? When Flints comes out, you just check the damage, free-to-play teams especially, if you don't to go for his weapon, you know? Because like his weapon is good, his Constellation 1 is actually great. You know why? Because it decreases that 6 seconds to 4 seconds, and also give him some energy. It's a really powerful Constellation. One of the best like constellations in the game, because it's increased DPS and also gives him some energy. On top of that, like, yeah, it's better to wait. You know why? The problem is Colombina is going to be released so late. I mean 6.3 or 2, you know? Yeah, if it was like in 6.2, I would say yes, okay. Most likely they will release Colombina in 6.3. I'm on guaranteed, and Colombina is 6.3, so I think I'll have like, might get her Constellation 1, it's good. Like, most likely, you know, Mirak, if you ask me, most likely, usually it's like that. Constellation 4 characters, it's kind of like, yeah, first and second one, it's good. But again, you know what, it was a pattern back then. Now they change a little bit, you know, maybe within Notecry they will change that. For example, let's see Inefa. When it ever activates like optical flow barrier, all nearby parameter will gain increased launcher damage for attack. Like, you see, like this one is actually not bad, but the problem is like it's like completely useless for other characters, but No, actually it's not bad. No, you can do like, since like electro charge converts into lunar charge, it's actually maybe not bad for every, like, so yeah, it's actually not bad. This one is actually good, but it's, if I'm not mistaken, this one is only for single target, but the damage is crazy because as you know, Desta has Constellation 2 and the damage is about 450k, something like that. It's crazy damage, you know. Yes, Desta has like signature as well, but again about like 450k damage. That's crazy with Brigitte. I think I will go for Llama because I already have Nilo about Flints. No, yeah, like you know, Yoni, if you ask me, no one going for Durin. No, like I will go for Durin, most likely Shinori, if you ask me. Yoni, that's true. You know why? Even though people says that like New Wallet, Inefa, Lauma and Furina is the best team, you know, like I still think like the best team is going to be with Nilo. You know why? Because it's going to be Bountiful Course. Bountiful Course will convert and gives you more damage. Just keep that in mind. Way more damage. So I don't think like New Wallet team can beat that. You know why? Maybe because of New Wallet. So yeah, like we'll see. Again, like as you know, guys, like Nilo's and Flint's birthdays already added to calendar. It means no more changes, most likely, to the characters, you know. Usually when they add characters' birthday to the calendar, like, yeah, we don't see any changes to the characters. I mean, like nerfs or buffs, etc., something like that. About Durin, yes, I want to get Durin, but yeah, you know why? We'll see. It depends on his abilities, to be honest, and mechanic. Because according to the leaks, people say that he is going to be crazy as hell, you know. He is going to be released in 6.1. Just a second, let me check that real quick. Or 6.2. Just a second, guys. Sorry. So yeah, Durin is going to be released in 6.2. You know, like I want to get New Wallet signature just as a joke. Ah, yeah, I wouldn't suggest you to do that because, you know, like level 1 New Wallet with level 1 signature is going to be like, yeah. Let me try this one first. About Durin, yes, I want to get, like, according to the leaks, Durin is going to be kind of like Shanling, like, yeah, better Shanling, you know, with some debuff function and maybe some healing. I don't believe in that so much. But yeah, maybe. It's just maybe it's like that. Again, like, as you know, guys, you know, like, if you remember, like, when we had first leaks about, mavuika, like, yeah, they said that she can completely replace Shanling and like, yeah, and Bennett, etc. something. Yes, she can replace Bennett somehow because she can do some buff. That is true with her skill, with her burst, you know, skill for herself, burst for the team. But yeah, she definitely cannot replace Shanling because Shanling application is way better than Mavuika's application, as you know. His signature is kind of good for Mualani. I mean, like, yes, but Mualani's signature is better, you know? Why to go for... If you like Mualani, Mualani's banner is up at the moment, you know? And you can go for that weapon. And by the way, it's chasca weapon as well. So yeah, if you like chasca, chasca's weapon is actually good. Really good. Let me do this one at least once. So yeah, my character's like kind of like okay. Again, like I made my Mavuika with the high attack possible because yeah, it's like this team. When it comes to weapon, yes, it's Favonius. All of them. Because yeah, I need some energy. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit short in damage. Well, there is a chasca weapon. Yeah, that is true. Well, the chasca weapon, if you ask me, I like I have chasca. I actually tried to get that weapon. But I failed.
Burn it! Drop your weapons! Yeah.
Just a second. Let me get. Yeah, I need to do like maybe a couple of retries.
Light it up! Final one! Faster! Stronger! On my mark!
Tell me what you see.
Wrath from the sky! Burn it down!
Yeah, when he gets that whale style, like, you know, style, like, you missed all of the attacks.
Light it up!
Not too far now.
Drop your weapon! Quick as a flash! Let's...
Yeah, I need to get that ororon's burst, because without that...
Burn it down!
Be free.
Final warning!
Okay. Yeah, alright, I'm not going to do that. Because, like, yeah, it's going to take, like, some, like, about 10 to 20 runs. It's actually, like, yeah. Oh, by the way, I made some, like, changes to Arlecchino build. If you can, yeah, of course I can. Just a second. And by the way, don't forget about, like, this stuff, you know? We have, like, this one, which is, you need to do, like, yeah. Don't forget about, like, to play the songs to get 60 primogems. Arlecchino, right? Some changes to Arlecchino build. Can you check it right now? Yes. Oh, it's 224. Oh, okay. Let's check. Like, oh, you use this weapon. This weapon is good, actually. Nice pyro damage, actually. You know, not gonna lie. Nice, nice, nice. You have a pretty good build, not gonna lie. Yes, it's a little bit low attack, you know why? Like, she needs some attack, but since you are going to use like double pyro with Bennett, Bennett can give you some buff. So yeah, you will be alright. And also, like, if you use one of the characters with 2 AM, you can get even more attack. So yeah. Usually, you need to keep that at 2k, something like that, you know? But again, you will be alright with attack. At least you have like some EM, and also you have like this one is definitely maybe I would say it's best your best build, because yeah. But keep that in mind. If you can in the future get some attack, would be nice. Again, it depends. If you play, by the way, with Overloaded, with Chevreuse team, so yes, change that elemental mastery into attack. It will give that will give you more damage. When you play with like a wave team or male team, then yes, like this build is actually good. Congrats, congrats, and actually like pretty good ratio. Not gonna lie. My failed that like failed. She still missed crit like crits with 90. I mean, I don't know what, like, let's say let me show you my build. Like, yeah, I have like 2-6, not so high, like it's kind of the same, like elemental mastery, but yeah, my ratio is actually like bad, if you ask me. It's 80 to like 208, but you know, like she's okay, you know, she's not bad. I have her signature set as well, but yeah, my ratio is not so great. She still missed crit rate with 90. Yes, she missed like, I don't know, like going for like yes, 100k. Like 100's like crit rate is actually good to have, not gonna lie. But you know, sometimes it's difficult to achieve. It's just difficult. Okay, let me try a couple more times. I just like with team buff, like I get like 3k something like that, but like with attack build, like I have like, oh, for real? Actually, like, yeah, like if you have such a great ratio with attack, that's crazy, because you know why? Let's say like if you want to overload the teams, or like let's say like something like this team, which is like Arlecchino, Bennett, Inepha, Shinchu. In this case, it's kind of like overweight team, you know? Or like it's better to switch your Arlecchino into attack, not in this case. No, my bad. It's like my bad. We have Shinchu and do vaping. It's EM. That's true. But if you use like Chevreuse, then yes, that 220 to 100 is actually crazy. I forgot totally about Overload Arlecchino. Yeah, Overload Arlecchino is crazy. She's actually like with Fischl, Chevreuse and Bennett. It's crazy team. And I would say like you give it a try. If you have such a great ratio, like just give it a try. Because like yeah, you will be amazed, because that's a crazy teams. I can do like Spy Lobbies, by the way.
Rise with farewell.
Yeah, not enough energy. Why is that? Just a second.
Be free.
Drop your weapons! Step aside!
Go. You're free now.
On my pyroclastic
Yeah,
surge!
again, that's whale.
Light it up!
I missed.
My muscles are too fatigued.
Like, yeah, Chevreuse. Like, when you have Constellation on Chevreuse, you get some more skill, because it's kind of like nullifies the skill. When you have only Constellation 2, you only have one chance to do that. It's actually super annoying, not gonna lie. My probably is don't switch artifacts and try different teams. Like, probably I don't switch artifacts and try different. Yeah, it's up to you to see which best for my account. I mean, like, it's up to you, but yeah, keep that in mind. Like, when you play Chevreuse, it's better to go not EM. It's better to go the more attack as possible. When you go like Vape or Melt, it's EM. It's kind of like the same what I did like with Mavuika. Since I use like this team, which is Chevreuse, Ororon, and like iansan, it's not completely overloaded teams, because Ororon is not so great when it comes to overloaded, but you know, but it's not a vape as well. Because of that, you see, I decreased elemental mastery as low as possible, and also like increase attack. About that, which is best, like vape and melt is still better, no matter what, and you have pretty great ratio, and like you have 228 or 230 elemental mastery, which is actually great, you know. But overloaded in some cases might be extremely useful. Overloaded Arlecchino is great.
Rise with the... Not too far now.
Control breathing! Harder! Start the...
Yeah, I don't have...
Tell me what you see.
Wrath from the sky!
Be free.
Hands where I can see them! Quick as a flash! On my light of the blazing sun! Burn it down!
Not too far now. Time to say hello.
Drop your weapons! Control breathing! Start the... Wrath from the sky! You asked for it!
Okay, let me just like... you know, like when you do it like on a stream, it's like I think like Overload are like, you know, most flexible team for her. Oh yeah, maybe just a second. Like, you know what? Overload Arlecchino, yes, she's not bad. You know what? Let's do like this one. Like yeah, it's like, you know, like when you have low damage. Doing Stygian or slot, it's so annoying. I need to do about like 10 to 15 tries to get proper, like, as you know, like this enemy Papilia, it has some like, yeah, like it converts itself or like in a random style. So yeah, you need to 10 to 15 rounds to get like, yeah, proper like rotation or something. Yeah, it's actually annoying, not gonna lie. When you have enough damage, it's actually, you don't care about that. Alright, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, we can go that team actually, you know which one? Electrocharge. So yeah, let's go like this team. Like this one. Let's go Electrocharge in this, like, yeah, not Inafa, but Electrocharge. And where is Bennett? Yeah, I'm... But is there like any tech with Mavuika to get fighting spirit fast? Mavuika tech with fighting spirit fast? Or by doing normal attack you get some? You know, by doing normal attack you get 1.5 spirit, fighting spirit. It's conversion, like one normal attack gives you one, but it's for all characters. There's like a,
where did that come from?
Let's say like that. You know, like, let's just a second. What you can do. Since like we have some tech, you know which one? Since like, you know, like I don't like that combo which is like CDM1, which is like charge attacks and dash and normal, because like, yeah, for me it's a little bit difficult to do that. It's still like I can do it, but not completely, like, you know, not good. Let me just show you what you can do. But it's the only way, because it's kind of like involves normal attack as well.
Farewell!
Stop right there! Faster! Step aside! On my mark!
Go! You're free now!
Pyroclastic surge!
So it's something like
Try it! Stop! Drop your weapons! Let's move!
Get me free!
Light of the blazing sun!
That's why I don't use that, you know. That's why I don't use it. You know what I use usually? Try normal, yes, dash, normal dash, in her skill. Yeah, I know that, like normal dash, not normal dash. It's kind of like a charge dash. Yeah, I would just want to see you fight it with Mualani. Is that popular? No, with Mualani, actually, you know what? If you get used to Mualani, actually, it's let's say it depends on your team, because Mualani is a natlan character as well, right? She can do normal attacks, and she has some infusion because of catalyst. Like, that's why I do like this this.
Not too far now.
Final warning! Quick as a flash! On my mark!
Time to say hello.
Wrath from the sky!
Be free.
Stop right there! Controlled breathing! Start the clock!
Tell me what you see.
Light of the blazing sun!
Because you still can do like
Not too far
decent
now.
amount of hits.
Final warning! Let's
Go! You're free now!
You know, like by doing that, like double charge dash.
Incinerate! Ugh. Drop your weapons! Faster! Stronger! Start the clock!
Time to say hello!
Enemy is super annoying, not gonna lie.
Light of the blazing sun! Light it up!
Farewell!
Stop right there! Controlled breathing! Let's move!
Go! You're free now!
Wrath from the sky! Time to buckle down. Try and stop me!
Not too far now!
Quick as a flash! Start the clock!
Tell me what you see!
Hands right! Ah! Light of the blazing sun!
Yeah, like on stream is actually like it's like, yeah, it's not a way to do that if you don't have enough damage. Fearless mode is way more easy, but again, within even fearless mode, you still struggling a little bit with this team. Again, like because of cancellations, yeah, like this cancellation, if I only got cancellation 6 for Chivalrous, I would say I can clear this one because it's additional damage, you know. Even if you have used mualani for 100, that Papillion move too much. Oh, you mean like that one? Yes, maybe. I agree with you. Like, yeah, with mualani against Papillion might be difficult because of that. Why not use chasca with mavuika team for Papillion? No, it's not okay. You know why? Because a chasca, like, you can go chasca. You can go the team like that. The same team, but instead of like ororon, for example, right? Like now ororon, like instead of chasca is not a great option, unfortunately. Chasca unfortunately is not a great option, you know. You still can go, but yes, maybe. I mean, I can give it a try, but it's not going to work like completely good, you know? Like this team is better. Again, like if you have at least Constellation 6 Chivalrous or Constellation 6 iansan, you can clear this diary mode. For me, it's a little bit like, yeah, it's I'm low in damage a little bit. Let me check why it's so like, yeah, 237. You need a lot of energy recharge though. On Chivalrous it's not so important, but on iansan and like ororon, it's very, very important. What about kinich? Kinich, let's say like that. For fearless mode, kinich is okay. When it comes to diary mode, even if you can do 6 like cannon attacks, which is actually difficult, you know, you need to get used to that. And it's not like you cannot do it every time. You need actually not only skill, but also to be lucky enough, you know. You can do 5. Even with that, it's actually like slightly difficult to like to do something. Like, yeah, when it comes to shield, yes, you can destroy the shield. But when it comes to damage, maybe with mavuika, you know? Maybe with mavuika. I haven't tried that. You know why? This team is way better than kinich team. Let me try like couple times more, just like, yeah, because I just like recently like
Rise with the
Be free!
drop your weapons. Controlled breathing. On my mark.
Time to say hello!
Wrath from the skies.
yeah,
Light it up.
that's why they don't use that donuts. You know why? Because like when you do like yeah, just a second, because donuts is actually, you see, you miss a lot of attack.
Not too far now!
Kinich, mavuika, break, shield, and mavuika, xilonen, citlali do damage. Why? I mean, yeah, maybe that's not a bad team, but you know, like that team is good for fearless mode. When it comes to like this mode, diary mode, I don't think it's like it's a great one. You know, for fearless mode is good. Also, like let me show you. I use my like. Let me show you something. That is true. You can do that. I don't wanna like, to be honest, I don't wanna change my team so much. Let me show you. I use like citlali with Furina, Escoffier, citlali, and Skirk against like this boss. Even though I cannot finish him, like I still like keep this team, and I use like this team, like within like mavuika, you know. And Arlecchino is the one. This one is easy. Actually, I can do it in 110. This team, like, yeah, I have 5-star weapons, etc., something like that, you know. But when it comes to like this too, yeah, I'm pretty like slow in damage, unfortunately. Unfortunately, slow in damage. Okay, let's do like ordinary Spilobis with. Yeah, with Arlecchino. And by the way, you know what? Why Inefa is also so good? Inefa gives some shield. Let's say this team is actually cool because like Inefa gives some shield to Arlecchino. It's so convenient to play Arlecchino after that, you know? Not gonna lie, it's super convenient. Let me go like this team on the second half. Yes, my Arlecchino is EM build. Oh yeah.
Care for the dance with my sword. Let me leave you a verse. Defensive mode in. Be a good audience, won't you? I'm not done yet. The curtain.
Your journey ends here. Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
This is where you get gone.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Rain outlines your fate. Drink. Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
Now you're testing my patience.
You are not welcome here.
Overruled. By royal decree. No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse. Defensive mode engage.
That shield is actually extremely helpful.
Well, I'm getting sick of this. Care for a dance. Dance with me. Shadow Raven. Let night fall. Cleanup sequence. The show's only just ring cutter. Let's go away. I'm not done yet. At least
Your journey ends
you were here to watch.
Sand.
Transfix.
Your sacrifice is ready.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fix.
By the way, you know, it's not the fastest team, you know? It's not the fastest team. You know why? I don't know why, but yeah, maybe, like, let me just... I like this team. Instead of this team, you go, like, with Sucrose. This team is way better. Even though Arlecchino is broken as hell, this team is still better. Let me just go this team, and I will show you. So yeah, something like that. Second one is, yes, you can use whatever, but Night Soul alignment is actually way better.
Care for the dance. Dance with me. No, my soul. Swirl, Mark 2. Be a good audience, Moby. Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Annihilation mode.
Your sacrifice is ready.
Stand clear. Ring cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Animal hypostasis simulation. Cleanup sequence initiated. Dance with me. The royal decree just begun. Preparing for dust-up. Absorption test.
Your journey ends.
Installation. Let me read you a verse. No, my sword!
Sacrifice is ready.
Animal test 6308. Enhanced animal. Shadow Raven. Let night.
You see, like, this team cleared faster than previous one. You know, it's about like 50. Yes, I need to get used to Arlecchino, but the problem with Arlecchino is that team, like, yeah, you do some like overloaded. Those enemies are extremely like sensitive to overloaded, you know. So because of that, so yeah, you need to keep them together. Yeah, you can go instead of official. Actually, you maybe can go. Let's give it a try, like some Kazuha stuff, you know. You know, like, let's say instead of official is good enough actually. Yeah, it's going to like this one. Let's yeah, something like that, you know. Like, yeah, let's go Kazuha.
Care for a dance? Dance with me! Ring cutter!
As one with wind and cloud.
The show's over! I'm not done yet!
Yeah, it's slightly better actually.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
Cleanup sequence in this. No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
Yeah, it's slightly better.
Gold slumber.
Dance with me! Be a good audience, won't you?
Ultimatum protocol. Installation chamber deployed.
Ring cutter!
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows.
Yeah, this is like yeah, when you use Kazuha. Hey Pikmin, how are you doing? Yeah, when you use Kazuha, it's slightly better, that is true, like because of crowd control. So yeah, without that, yeah, like you can use Sucrose actually as well.
Light it up! I'm going in! Fulfill our pact! Pyroclastic surge! Burn it down! Everybody stand! Get to work! Light of the blazing sun!
And by the way, I forgot, like, it's kind of like not a great build because it's a tank build.
Rise with the sun! Teamwork is dreamwork! Fulfill our pact!
But still, Mavuika is so like broken as hell. So yeah, it doesn't matter. But you can make it to all stats, Mira. What? Sorry. What? So far, I cleared with 33 stars. Like, yeah, but Mirac, like, just like level up your new wallet and Mavuika, you will be alright. Come on. Come on, Mirac. Just like, yeah, you bench Mavuika, and Mavuika is actually crazy as hell.
Overrule! Wind strike! Cleanup sequence in this. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Laid to bed. As one with wind and cloud.
Defensive mode in Rain cutter!
Transfixed. Clouds high. The birds call.
Cleanup sequence in this. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Laid to bed.
Insulation chamber. Rain cutter. No,
with sucrose is better actually. I don't think so. Okay. I have standards. I think like other characters have potential more than Mavuika and you will like actually I would say it's not correct, but again it's up to you. Because you know why? Let's say like that. In some cases that is true. Mualani is actually extremely crazy. Like no doubt about that. But Mavuika is a great support not only for other characters but for Mualani as well. At least slightly, you know. She can go with Cinder City and she can do that like attack, you know. Every 2 seconds. Oh, anyway, it's up to you. Like what can I say?
Burn it down. Going in. Get to work. Pyroclastic surge. Rise with the sun! Teamwork is strength! Fulfill our pact! Wrath from the sky! Bring it! Rev the engines!
To be honest, it's on me. I just did one run in Abyss and I call it a day. Okay, like if it's like like if you need to some sort of like spend, let's say like that. When it comes like first Spell Abyss, Spell Abyss now in nowadays it's slightly easier than it was before. I remember like when we like players like were complaining about like HP etc, something like that, you know. But now we have Stygian Onslaught, and if you do at least like Fearless mode level is higher than Spell Abyss floor 12. So yeah, and if you do Dire mode, it's even like harder.
Wind strike.
Yeah, that's actually like a problem. I did like you don't need to swirl it immediately because it's a waste. You still need use his skill, but again, to use like this one.
The bicycle engage. Rain outlines your fate.
Then just wait. And like unfortunately, he don't change. He's like
Witness the power of Guwa. Insulation chamber deployed. Overrule wind strike. Let me weave you a bird. Everlasting as the moon.
okay. Oh, by the way, I changed Arlecchino build, and there's the iansan and Chevreuse. If you can, oh yeah, I can, of course. Just let me just finish this one first.
Burn it down. Get to work. You two. Tight light of the blazing sun. Rise with the sun. Bring it. Fulfill our
Oh my
pact.
god.
Wrath from the sky. Light it up.
So yeah, like it's like again, like if you build your mavuika, you actually like can use like, by the way, you can use like craftable weapon, which is Tidal. Extremely great weapon. Let me check your shows. Constellation 3. Okay. Constellation 0. Yeah, unfortunately, but again, you know, like, yeah, it's better to use, like, by the way, you need, like, oh yeah, you know that. You need, like, 40k. Oh, you use this one. Cinder City, okay. Oh, attack is low, but you need to level up, because you need about, like, 2.6 at Constellation 0. Oh, now you give her, like, attack. Let me check that. That's crazy, actually. Yeah, that's a great build. I mean, it's still a little bit low on attack, and defense is increased by a lot, but again, like 100 to 280, it's crazy. Let me check your attacks. No, it's normal. Yeah, like if 15 to nice. That's crazy. That's why it's 100. Ah, okay. It's the same build, you just switch. Okay, I got it. And the same pyro. So I got like Mualani, and she already did like 300, even though I got her today. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, that is true, Pikmin. Mualani is extremely great when it comes to like new players, when you don't have a good supportive character, because you know why? She deals like pretty good with like reverse wave damage, just crazy, and that is true. Like 300k, and you know what? She's not so difficult to use. You need to get used to her, but when it comes to damage, she's really great. Let's say like she is, if you ask me, which is flexible, mavuika or mualani, I would say mualani. You know why? Mavuika indeed needs that fighting spirit, which is actually sometimes might be annoying, because if you don't have like full fighting spirit, her damage is low, her buff is low, you know, that's a problem. Or when it comes to Mualani though, Mualani literally doesn't need anyone. You need to go like Pyro Traveler, you can go Sucrose, and you can go like whatever you want with Cinder City. And that's, by the way, Pyro Traveler can hold Cinder City. I tried different teams with her, like Nahida, Burn, Full Pyro, paired like her with Furina, Healing Mode, and I can't figure out what would be the best for her. I mean like with Mualani. It depends on your characters. You can go Shanling, Mualani, you know, like if you have xilonen, it's great. If you don't have xilonen, like the most free-to-play team, I would say, is going to be Mualani, Sucrose, xilonen, and some Pyro. You can use Pyro Traveler with Cinder City, which is actually a great way. If you have xilonen, you can use xilonen. Xilonen is actually like, I would say, way better than any other options. Way better than Kachina, at least, you know. On top of that, you can go like Shanling if you want to. So yeah, most likely it's kind of like this team, you know, like the team with like Pyro, because you need that Pyro to do some like wave damage. You don't have Shalom, but you can, you have Kachina. You can use Kachina actually. I use Pyro Traveler or Shanling with Constructor. That, like on Mualani, it's like, yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. You can use Shanling with Instructor, because like Mualani benefits from Elemental Mastery because of Wave. That is true. You can use Pyro Traveler, she benefits from damage as well. So yeah, like you have a lot of options. Unfortunately, I don't have like Mualani, like, but again, what I can do, you know, let's try like this team. Let's use Shinchu as I'm going to use xilonen though. And let's go Shanling and Sucrose.
I'll bring my seasonings.
By the way, Pyro MC is good, but get his Constellation 1. Pyro MC. I'm building Pyro Traveler right now for, yeah, like by the way, Pikmin, if you ask me, if you're free to play, I would suggest you to build Pyro, like whatever, like it's actually like extremely great character. Like I mean, MC Traveler is extremely great. Yes, he is kinda pseudo 5-star, but again, he is good, you know? He is actually good, for real. And use Sacrificial Sword with him, you know, when it comes to, and Cinder City. We'll try to give about like 200 or 220 energy recharge would be nice. So mualani is not bad with him. About constellations, yes, you can get like at least constellation 6 on that Pyro Traveler. I'm not free to play, but I'm planning on... Oh yeah, like let's say like that. Free to play, I mean like let's say like that. You just like go for like battle passes or like Welkins, etc., something like that. And nowadays you can say it's kind of like, yeah, not so huge investment, you know. That's okay, like, yeah. I have quite good characters options though, I think. Like options, you mean like you can use more mavuika, by the way. Oh yeah, you don't have mavuika, I forgot about that. Oh, I don't have enough energy, but again.
Witness the power of the wild rain outlines your fate. Nice and spicy. Stand clear. Body and you're toast. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Yeah, another great, like, yeah, mualani is like kind of crazy. What do you think? Will Durin be a pyro support, or he could be character like mualani? You know, like about Durin, I don't know, to be honest. But what I heard, like
No, my sword.
just a second.
Ring cutter. Time to act. Bring it. Booba, get them. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Stand clear.
Oh, what I've heard that like he is going to be kinda Shanling replacement. If it's so, like you know, like Shanling is in like replacement, it doesn't mean she will get that Pyro Nado Eccentra, something like that. It means he will apply Pyro pretty fast. On top of that, he can debuff and some healing abilities. If it's so, like, yeah, he is going to be crazy as hell. And about that, support or DPS, you know, like with that stuff, he might be like sub DPS character. You know, like not like a pure DPS character, but he mostly will be like, if in my opinion, like I would say like, yeah, sub DPS, like maybe a sub DPS support character, you know. If he can apply like Pyro pretty fast, you can use him as a supportive character. You know why? It depends on what, like how he can apply Pyro. If he can apply Pyro out of his skill, which is most likely, you know why? Because she is a 5-star, she is a 4-star, and she uses her burst. If Durin can, Durin is a 5-star. If Durin can apply like pretty high Pyro application outside his skill, you can use TOM on him. You know, I mean, like in that case, you can use him as a supportive character. I suddenly started like liking Durin, so I'll go for him. About that, if you ask me, yes, I will go for Durin as well. Or like, or let's say like that. At the moment, like I don't know his mechanic completely, but yeah, I personally, if you ask me, I didn't like him so much. I mean, like visually, he looks like a little bit like weird. But again, like, you know, like when if his mechanic and skill is going to be crazy, like, yeah, no way I will skip him. And by the way, if you ask me, like build Sucrose as well, like
task.
Pikmin. If you have Sucrose, Sucrose is actually crazy for mualani, because Sucrose can give you some elemental mastery, which is actually cool, you know. Okay, not available. Let's do one more domain because... Oh yeah, it's kind of like... In what situation would Kazuha be better than Sucrose? In what situation will Kazuha better than Sucrose? I would say... we don't have... Like, only Constellation 2. Only Constellation 2 Kazuha can be better than Sucrose, and still it's questionable. And still it's questionable, because only Constellation 2 can give you some elemental mastery. Increases Kaidahara Kazuha on elemental mastery for... It increases elemental mastery for characters within the field by 200. Within his burst field, you know? But Sucrose is great, because Sucrose, like, give you EM out of passive, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. You see that? It's an opponent, like, increase all party members excluding Sucrose, which is actually not so important. Elemental mastery by an amount of 20% of Sucrose EM. That's why you need to give Sucrose EM as much as possible. If you give you as much as possible, you can get like a pretty good buff. And like, let's say like that. When it comes to wave melt, Constellation 6 Sucrose, or like, not 6, my bad. Constellation... Let's say like that. When it's if you want to do like some like short like test damage, etc., something like that, even Constellation 0 Sucrose, who provides EM, is better than Kazuha in wave melt teams. You know, just keep that in mind, because like she gives that EM out of her passive, not constellations, right? So because of that, you get a EM buff, and it means like more damage. What looks like, I think like it's good idea to make weights from your stream or characters leveling up, testing different teams. That would be good, to be honest. Yeah, like, you know, like guys, you told me about that, to do that. Sometimes it's just, you know what's the problem is, why I mostly don't do the videos by try to explain like on a stream, because on a stream it's way more easy. You don't need to do editing, you don't need to do like that. It's like so like it's actually time consuming, you know. That's a problem. I did a couple videos about, yeah, I can do some, like, if you want me to, for example, you want to check some damage and you want me to do some video, like specific video, yes, you can just you know my Discord, just write into the Discord. And if I have time, I will do that video, no problem. When it comes to like constantly do the videos, it's a little bit time consuming, not gonna lie, you know. That's why on stream it's way more easy to do. One or two videos a week, yeah, it's not bad. A 4-star better than a 5-star is quite something. Like, yeah, that is true, but you know, Sucrose is crazy character. Sucrose, like Pikmin, is one of the starter characters. Not starter, actually, yeah. She released like a long time ago, by the way. Like, yeah. And she's crazy, not gonna lie. She's just insanely crazy character. Especially when it comes to weapon melt. Also, like, she has double charge. If you use sacrificial, it means like you can use that charge like 3 times. You know, like, let's say potentially, yeah, right? It's kind of like non-stop. Also, her burst, even though like her burst doesn't have like crowd control, like Kazuha's actually like skill is extremely crazy when it comes to crowd control. Her crowd control abilities is not so good, but when it comes to single target, Sucrose is great. Maybe one video a month, like, yeah, if it's like really time consuming. No, like, yeah, like one video a week is actually not a bad idea, but it depends on ideas, you know, like, I mean, like, what do you want to see? For example, I used to do couple like Arlecchino's damage videos, Mavuika's damage videos, but I don't want to repeat myself. If you want me to, I can do it again with different build, because my build is now better than it was before, you know, but it's going to be the same kind of close damage.
Defensive mode engaged. Witness the power of Gua. Rain outlines your fate. Know my soul! Oz, reveal thyself!
As you...
Enhanced animal module 75. Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Sucrose, by the way, is also pretty good when it comes to Hyperbloom. I like Sucrose Hyperbloom, even though like it's kind of like not a great option, but still. No, I can do that, like Mirak, if you ask me. Like one video a month is not a bad idea. A month, no, like a week. It's actually, oh my god, for real, dendro damage, that is crazy actually. I don't need that, but I will keep it. What's that actually? Yeah, all of the stuff is going to be like to defense. Okay. I don't need that dendro. If I'm not mistaken, I already have one. Let me check that. No, I don't have, like, yeah, like I have like other sets that. Recently I got this one, hydro damage bonus. Unfortunately no HP, but you know, like you never know, maybe I can get flat. That's why I thought like going for mavuika, for mualani is going to be not a bad idea, you know. Alright, so yeah, let me try maybe, what time is it? It's about like a time. Let me do a couple more domains and maybe that's it for today. But yeah, again, like Imaginarium City is going to be like, yeah, nightmare. And yes, Mirak, if you have some ideas, I mean, like, for example, you want to see some damage. Like, I mostly, you know why? Like, I don't have mualani, unfortunately. Mualani in this case would be just extremely crazy for videos. By the way, mualani is, if I'm not mistaken, mualani is the only 5-star like from Natlan, which I missed because of Newlet back then, you know. But now Newlet, to be honest, is not so relevant because his damage relies on Furina. Like, especially when you have Constellation 0. You know, without that, let me change the team, by the way. Let me go like a video like pulling for Inefa, getting her mats, level. Oh, you mean like this one? Trying different teams and new option. Something like for real? That video? Like it's better to do on stream actually. You know why? I mostly like to do like something short, you know? It's way better if you ask me, you know? Something like a when it comes to damage, like 1 minute is actually more than enough.
The pleasure is all mine.
I remember when like I regretted Newlet, but a year later got 2 of his best supports. Yeah, like about that Pikmin, if you ask me, Newlet is actually like he's a good character, not gonna lie. But you know what's the problem? Like when you compare with mualani, for new players, mualani is better, I would say. Newlet has a great ability, which is self-healing ability, that is true. But mualani, when you need some, like, let's say, great damage, mualani is just crazy. Because you don't need some, like, expensive supportive character, you can use, like, 4-star characters, you will be okay. With Newlet, yeah, you need, like, Furina, etc., something like that. In that case, I will use mostly Newlet as a... Let's check, actually, if it's possible.
Silence!
By royal decree, Squirrel, Mark 2, stand clear.
Bow your head.
Well, it's not so bad, you know. But again, it's thanks to Inefa. And thanks to... Yeah, he gets that, you see, he gets that buff? No, he didn't. Or trying to clear Abyss or Sira or New would be nice. About like Spile Abysses, actually, Mirak, you know what? I did couple videos about Spile Abyss. It's like, since I'm not focusing on Spile Abyss so much, yeah, maybe I will try it. Actually, it's not a bad idea. It's true, mualani is easier with teams and stuff, but I got so lucky with new LED team that it saves me. Oh yeah, let's say like that. You know, like I don't want to say that new LED it's bad or something. No. Like actually new LED in some cases might be better than mualani, especially when it comes to multiple targets. You know, new LED has that like spin to win stuff. You know, when used like spin him has a crazy and he deals like ton of damage. Also, he plays out of charge attack, and it's actually like pretty powerful stuff. You know, he also can be played even in Hyperbloom, you know, in a lot of teams. He can be played with Shenling, etc. Something like, yeah, he's extremely powerful character, not gonna lie. But again, like for new players, I would say if you need some more damage, mualani is better. Mualani is just better. Or trying to clear Abyss or Sire news would be nice. Okay, like yeah, about Sire and Spile Abyss, yes, maybe. It's not a bad idea. I got the point, yes, Mirak. So yeah, I got the point. So yeah, I'm maybe like, yeah, using Spile Abyss is not a bad idea. By the way, if you search my channel, I did couple Spile Abyss videos. Double defense, again another Dendro. Oh my god. For me, to be honest, not gonna lie, doing some short videos is way more easy. And by the way, yes, I recently like, you know, like a couple days ago we got that Gamescom, you know, and Hoyo released 30 primogems code, which and that code had a limitation cap, you know, like yeah, usage limitation cap. So yeah, it's actually was so greedy, like yeah, and I made a video by the way about that. That's terrible, actually, how greedy the company might be. That's just extremely... Yeah, Hoyo is Hoyo, classic Hoyo, you know? You can do it on stream, which is like is the best, and edit it later. No, it's not like that. You know why, Mirak? Or like, you know why it's like not a great idea to like to do it like on a stream and then edit? Believe me or not, when you see that Spile Abyss videos, you know, like it's not a like the like players spend some time on the video. It's not like they did like in first like with the first try, etc., something like that, you know. It's not always like that. They spend some time because, you know, like they just do like perfect runs and after that post the videos. It's like, yeah, it's usually like that. Let's try another team. You know which one? With Shenling and mavuika, no. Yeah, and Dia.
A little extra training never hurts.
Yeah, Yoni, you code limit for only 30. Oh yeah, you saw that? Yeah, code limit for... You saw that? So like, just imagine, Yoni, like, guys, they just like post the code, which was like 30 minutes, like it expires in 30 minutes. I mean, like not expired, but the limit cap expires in 30 minutes. Like not expired, my bad. It's like kind of like, yeah, it's like, it's been used in 30 minutes. That's crazy, actually. It's only 30 primogems. Like, yeah, it's Hoyo. And I made a video, by the way. Wasn't Quakes could never. Oh my god, that's terrible. Alright, what we're going to do? Okay. It's actually not a great team, you know?
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Be sanctified.
Let's give it a try.
Justice will prevail.
Oh, why I went... Oh my god. I wanted to go like 4. Not gonna lie, but this lunar charge actually deals crazy damage. You know? It's 30k actually, it's crazy. I wanted to go not Chevrus, my bad guys. I wanted to go for Shenling. Oh my god, that's terrible. But yeah, lunar charge is actually good. You know what, let's try lunar charge. Yeah, I saw them, but like there's no commentary. Yeah, when I tried to redeem it, said like limit reach. Yeah, I was shocked. Like, yeah, me too, by the way. And you know what? Actually, oh, another three. I actually tried to use that code like pretty fast, you know, like I saw the game con, then I like tried to use that code and it's gone, you know, like it's just like it's in like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, something like that. That's crazy, actually. I will keep that. This one is actually might be useful. You know why? If you can get energy recharge, this might be useful for Furina. That's terrible, I know, like 30 primogems, like, yeah. Let's try, you know what? Oh yeah, I have 20 more, my bad. Let's do, you know which one? I want to do like this domain. Let's do like this one, yeah. It's only 30 primogems, yeah, like classic Hoyo, you know, like you can't like... Oh, let's do full... You know what? You know what's the problem with Furina? Why Furina is like, let's try to go Furina. Let's try to go xilonen as well.
All right, after you.
Why Inefa is, why I like Inefa? Because Inefa, oh yeah, rotation is going to be like that. Because Inefa gives a shield, and that shield is kind of like 100% uptime. It's not like Citlali's shield, by the way. As you know, Citlali's shield is not 100% uptime. It depends on her burst, you know, it expires. But when it comes to Inefa, and her shield is actually pretty good. If you have like 2 key attack, as you know, like, yeah, you actually like has pretty good shield. Oh yeah, it scales like, yeah, that's true, attack.
Let the world collide!
Let the mighty be humble.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, like the damage is actually pretty good. That's electro charge is actually pretty good, but like lunar charge is not bad. But again, you know what's the problem with lunar again, as I mentioned? When they increase HP, it's going to be not so useful, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's like that. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical about Lunar Blue, like Laoma. But there's no commentary. You mean like, yeah, I saw them, but there's no commentary. Oh yeah, about commentary, you know, like Mirak, about the, like, yeah, I don't know like how that algorithm like works. Like, I mean, like YouTube algorithm. Sometimes it's kind of like, yeah, like it's kind of like, yeah, difficult to understand. I just like post the videos. All right, so yeah, let's do strongbox. And let's see what we can get. Like, what, yeah. By the way, like, yeah, Mirak, like, about your, like, wishing plans, I mean, like, yeah. I would say yes, it's better to get some info, maybe. Unfortunately, like, yeah, 6.0 is going to be for Flint, and Colombian is going to be released in 6.3, but definitely 6.3 or 2. But again, it's later. You can actually, yes, skip Flint, then decide. If you're not so crazy about Stygian Onslaught, if you're not so crazy about Spile Abyss, if you just do one run and that's it, you know, you don't care about that 36 star. So I would say it's better to wait, you know, unless you like Flint a lot. By the way, if you are on guaranteed, like, keep your guaranteed until Colombina. I would say it's up to you, but... You know, if you like Flints, go for Flints. He is not going to be so terrible, believe me or not, because, by the way, like, don't forget about Aino. Aino is going to be within Flint's banner. So yeah, you also can get like couple copies of Aino, and also we can get 1 copy for free. Unfortunately, Constellation 0 is not so useful. It's better to get at least Constellation 1. Constellation 6 is the best one. Okay, so yeah, let's do some... Yeah, I'm going to do like TOM. Mostly in nowadays I do TOM because it's just a crazy artifact set. And if it's like, if I failed, I go for noblesse. Actually it's good. You know why? I need energy recharge, and unfortunately I don't have enough. Because my team within Stygian Onslaught for iansan is noblesse. You see? Oh, she has enough energy recharge on that one. This one is good. This one is bad, but she needs attack. And unfortunately, you see, I have attack, and both of them kind of the same, you know? Without energy recharge whatsoever. What's it? Oh my god, that's terrible. It's a little bit difficult to get attack, like pretty, like, yeah, well, like, I got this one recently. I don't remember when. But yeah, just imagine, like, yeah, 2 rolls into, like, crit damage, and 3 rolls into, like, yeah, it's energy recharge. Crazy, like, piece. What? No, like, why Aina not on Lauma? I want Aina cons, but I'm planning to skip flints for Lauma. About that, Desta, you know, like, if I'm not mistaken, you know why is that? Because, like flints is electrocharge. Actually, like, Laum or like Aina might be in, like, no, like, yeah, we definitely know that Aina is going to be within flints. Yeah, like, on a flint spanner. We definitely know that. I mean, like, Lauma is good. You know why? Actually, you can use Lauma without Aina. You can use only single not-cry character, like, when you play Lauma. Don't forget about that. So yeah, like, you actually, like, can, like, yeah, you can go 2 characters, but one is also, like, pretty, like, okay, you know, not a great one, but yeah, it's kind of like option. Of Lauma, I forgot her name, lol. Oh yeah, that's okay, it's Lauma, like, yeah. She's pretty cool, not gonna lie, but yeah, don't forget about that deer stuff, you know, like, when her idle animation is close to Chacona's idle animation, when that deer appears, you know, something like that. You know, Chacona, it's like Wuthering Waves Aero character. Like, yeah, I don't want to say it's copied or something, but yeah, that deer is actually, like, jumps only 2 times when you on a floor. Just keep that in mind. It's not like 3 or 4 times or something. Just keep that in mind, because you know why? It's actually great animation, but unfortunately it's going to be short, if I'm not mistaken. You most likely saw that on the leaks. And you know, like, yeah, when you do so much, like, even now, if you notice that when you play that lunar charge, you literally don't see anything on the field. Especially when you use, like, sucrose, etc. Something like, let me just show you guys. Like, yeah, it's crazy, actually. Like, when you play this team, you literally just, like, yeah, it's, I don't want to say it's invisible completely, but yeah, it's so difficult to see something, at least for me, I don't know. So yeah, when you use something like that...
Care dance with me! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your
Midnight Phantasma.
animal hypostasis simulation! Animal test 6308!
Yeah, you see, like, a lot of lunar charge, that is true, but you...
Journey ends. Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Alright, so yeah, in any case, like, yeah, with Lauma it's going to be kind of the same, you know? So much lunar charge, yeah, that is true. By the way, you know, Johnny, I haven't checked on Genshin leaks for weeks, been busy playing R-Nights events. Oh, for real? Ah, okay. So many numbers, huh? Yeah, that is true. By the way, this team is actually crazy as hell. I mean, like, this team for, like, if you... Yoni, if you want to play like... By the way, you know what? I saw the run with the same team with Inefa, with Shinchu, with Fischl and Sucrose, and player clears like diary mode with that team. Yes, player's build was crazy as hell, not gonna lie. Like, especially for Inefa. But again, just imagine, like, yeah, diary mode with this team on Cactus, that was crazy. I tried couple times, it's actually doable, but you need to do like a perfect run, you know. I like Inef a lot. You know, like, she doesn't need so much crit rate. She actually like pretty good, because since Lunar Charge considered to be a transformative reaction and can crit, you still can do decent damage with low crit rate. So yeah, and like with Chasca, she is good. With Chasca, I just like this team. Like, as you know, like my exploration team at the moment, like I switch my team a little bit. My exploration team is like that at the moment. It's kind of like overweight team. It's the same like Arlecchino, you know, when you put like, instead of Chasca, you can put Arlecchino, something like that. It's not a bad team at all. And yes, with instead of Mavuika is banned. Because you can do overloaded, you can do like if you activate Mavuika skill, you can do overloaded and overweight. If you don't, you can go like, and with Chasca do like Lunar Chancha. By the way, I switch my Chasca because of that into Vivi set, you know. So yeah, we have some options actually, not gonna lie. Alright guys, so yeah, that's it for today. Maybe I will be online, maybe on Saturday, we'll see. It depends on news, you know why, when you don't have so many... Yes, of course, also it depends on you. If you want me to, I can do it on Saturday. I think I will be like free on Saturday. Tomorrow is Friday, so yeah, on Saturday we can do some like, unfortunately not so much to do. You know, we can discuss some characters though, you know, like let's say, I don't know, some reactions, etc. We don't have so much though. And also, Notcry is not going to provide a lot of reaction. Mostly it's Lunar Bloom, as you know, and Lunar Charge. We have Lunar Charge already, which is actually like with Inefa. When it comes to Flints, guys, yeah, it's up to you. Go for him or not. He's going to be pretty good with like Inefa. But again, when it comes to Constellation 1, that is true. Constellation 1 is better than Inefa. Slightly, but better. So yeah, alright. This is it. Thanks for joining once again. I will be online. Yeah, maybe on Saturday. We'll see. Because you know what's the problem is? Tomorrow is a Zenless Zone Zero like live stream. I want to watch it actually. And also like Wuthering Waves is going to be like kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, in a week or something, is Augusta is out. I'm so hyped about Augusta, I don't know why. I want to go for her weapon and herself. I hope my game is going to be like... You know, I have an issue with Wuthering Waves recently, for a couple months already, to be honest. That's why I'm not streaming at all, Wuthering Waves. Because I can log in only 2 times a day, and after that the anti-cheat system kind of block me. I don't know why. So yeah, that's actually so bad. Okay guys, so yeah, thanks for joining once again. Feel free to join on Saturday. And yes, bye bye guys, bye bye.
Don't want to add to Anthony's troubles. The commission at the Adventurers Guild. I don't want to add to these troubles. Today's I don't want to add to Anthony's troubles.